Hello Adrian, thank you for your time. This is Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video is a couple things. One is to give you some techniques, tips, and tricks you could use on your website just to increase your online traffic, your leads, and your business. And two is to compare your website to a local competitor's website in the area, see if those techniques could outrank them, and eventually get you on the top of the page of Google, which increase your traffic and your leads. So I'll talk about three things, like content, backlinks, and citations. And whatever I talk about here, they're free tips to you. But if you want to talk about that or anything else, please feel free to reach out. Otherwise, let's talk about these steps. So first is content. So on your home page, you need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words, just depending on the competition number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything that someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you can place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what you want your website to be found for. So right now, you got a nicely laid out website at the top here with all your services here and what you guys are about. Advertising here is good as well with videos. Nicely laid out website for sure. Nothing wrong with that, but there's some things you can do on the back end that you really can't see on the website that increase your searchability with Google. So speaking of Google, if I lived in the Tampa, Florida area, I might type this in, plumber, Tampa, Florida, and here's what typically comes up. If you haven't invested in Google ads already, this is a pretty good investment. There's ways to optimize this to beat some of these competitors, to be right in front of the faces of consumers. But sometimes consumers keep scrolling down and there's a map pack here. This is important as well, but I'll talk more about that in a minute. But we call these organics right here. So the goal is to organically be on the top of the page as much as you can for any kind of service you do or area you provide for. Not just Tampa, Florida, but if you go into Hillsboro, Pinellas, wherever you go, you want to be in the top of all those search engines. So your top competitor is this Olin Plumbing right here. And typically we don't count directories like Angie's List and Yelp because consumers, they're going to go to a local business, especially if it's an emergency type of service. So I'll compare your website to his and see if those techniques could eventually outrank them. And if even you get close to him, you're going to scroll up and get on the first page here if you get close to this top competitor. And that would be a lot of value to you and increase your leads. So to do that comparison, there's a tool here called Ahrefs that we use. And here's your URL right here. So that's what I'm saying. On your website, even though it's nicely laid out, you're only using 58 keywords. So you definitely want to increase those over time and just you get creative in how you increase those. Think about all the services you do, those buyer intent keywords, plumbing services, plumbing repair, emergency plumbing if you do that, and you tag them to all the cities that you go to. I see you already have Newport Richey on here, but anywhere you go there in Pinellas County and Hillsborough County, you got Clearwater right there, but tag them to all the cities that you do. And that's how you not only match your competitors, but you start outranking your competitors. So here's Olin's Plumbing website right here, and here's their URL. So they're using quite a bit more keywords. So they're using 743 keywords, and that's giving them that traffic. That's why they're ranked up there. But if you're having trouble creating keywords, the great thing about keywords, you don't have to recreate the wheel. So whatever applies to you, you can put up on your website, you optimize it, you can tag it, and you get that search volume. For instance, if you don't have 24-hour plumbing near me, that's a very good volume keyword. You could use that and tag it, and then that's how you start outranking competitors. Secondly is backlinks. So a backlink is anywhere where one website is linked to another website. These links act like an endorsement of your website from others, and Google will use that to build trust in your business by seeing others vouch for you. It's also like a popularity contest. A person with the most backlinks wins, but keep in mind not all backlinks are created equal. It's important to have strong, relevant backlinks to your website. If you have websites outside your industry linking to you, it just doesn't give you that trust power, search power with Google. So right now you have 13 backlinks with 5 reference domains. But just compare that to a competitor. Here's kind of what it takes to get on that first page. They have 712 backlinks with 87 reference domains. Great thing about backlinks as well, you don't have to recreate the wheel either. You do a search in this backlinks, you pick the ones that are follow and that are strong. You also tag them to your website. And over time, you want to add to them. So not overnight you get to these numbers, but you get to them over time. So your numbers want to look like this eventually with this kind of traffic compared to these numbers and the traffic you're getting here for your website. Then finally, there's citation. So a citation is anywhere where your business name, number, and your address are shown exactly on your Google business profile. Citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses since this can generate huge amounts of revenue. The goal is to be in the top 3 here. Much like on pages 2 and 3 of Google, people don't click for more services. People don't click this button for more services. So you want to be right in front of the faces of consumers. And to do that, you increase your citations with directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, BBB, hundreds of others you've probably heard of. Also, social media accounts are great here too. So the idea here is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors right here, the more likely you outrank above them. So with your website, once your content, your backlinks, and your citations, once they all come together, you start to outgrow your competitors. And here's what you might be looking at, why that's worth it, to be in the eyes of consumers here in the map pack and up here organically with all the services you do, with all the areas you provide for, and even maybe Google ads right here. So not sure what your margins are, but I imagine that generates some pretty decent revenue. And also, as I said, there's many more keywords you could use to generate more and more traffic and leads. So if you do find yourself wanting to scale as far as you want, feel free to reach out. I can help you out with that, give you some more information, or we just talk about goals, and I can do the research to find out exactly what could be realistic for your business, what it might take to reach those goals. So if you leave me a line of feedback, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this video. And again, I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Much luck in your business. Have a great day.